Welcome back from Graphic Extras. In this video I'm going to show you the Stylism plugin from Astute Graphics, and it comes with a whole range of different options like live shadows as well as feathers, glows, etc. What I'm going to show you is that you can actually add 2 or more shadows. Right, just going to quickly go over to the shadow tool, drop shadow, and click that. There's the actual Stylism tool there, and you'll see this initial setup, multiply, etc. You can modify opacity and blur. I'm just going to change the offset. Now I wish actually as default the offset was actually a bit further out instead of a very, I actually quite like my shadows to be like that, so it would be nice if there was a sort of like permanent setup, so that would be the start point and I could actually go to every time I create thing. Anyway, that will be a feature I'd love to see added. Right, once you've actually done that, you can actually go over to the tool and actually add another one. It says here shift click to add an additional copy of a shadow. It would be nice actually if it said additional shadow, but anyway, so I'm just going to do that as it suggests. I'm just going to hold the shift down and click again. Now doesn't look like it's done anything, but you've actually got 2 shadows now, and you actually see it's actually become darker. Okay, so I'm actually going to work on the second shadow, and I'm going to move it over. Actually, another thing that would be nice in some ways would be if the plugin actually changed the annotation color maybe, or some identifier that it's actually shadow 2 you're working on. So you're like a, shadow 1, shadow 2, shadow 3, because this could get quite messy if you say you've got 15 shadows and they've got to drop down over here, but you're working interactively over here. It would be nice to actually be able to sort of just know which one you're working on, because suddenly you think, I don't know which one I'm working on. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the original one. There's the original one. I can actually, of course, modify that. You will notice actually now there's actually 3 shadows, because actually the shadow gets the shadow. So you've got a shadow and then the shadow, 2 shadows. Okay, and of course you can now also, if you wish, you can actually add another one. You can go shift again, shift, drop shadow, and you can add another one. It gets dark, obviously darker. You actually will see 3 in this now, and you can actually obviously drag that out as well. And it just gets lots and lots of shadows, which you might like or might not. But you can change the colour, of course, so you can make maybe one a different colour. Okay, so that's a quick way of adding additional effects. Now I'm going to also, you can of course add other effects. You don't have to just go with shadows all the time. You can actually add maybe a blur to the whole lot. So I'm just going to click that, and you can just see the actual blur is applied to the whole entire one, and you can obviously modify the radius of the blur, and it will come up with a little error message. So there you have it. You've got actually quite a nice little blur applied to all. So you can actually obviously mix in the effects all the time, and of course the drop down here, current effects, you can actually go and manipulate. But again, like I said, the drop shadow, it would be nice if there was maybe an identifier over here if you actually have more than 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. But anyway, great little feature, so you can create some really weird and wonderful, and it's reasonably responsive as well, obviously depending on the shape, I guess, as well as how many you add. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.